This daf here, Yerushalmi, Maseches Sheni. In the article holds v'hadar this daf Mem Gimel Amar Aleph at the Mishnah, which is going to take us from it's Halacha Vav. So there's Mishnah Test through Mishnah Yud Beis, and that in the Vilna is on daf Chav Vav Amar Aleph, the second last line. Also Halacha Vav Kolamos. Okay, so Kolamos and Nimtzoim any coins you find. Any place except Yerushalmi, obviously, as we shall see. Harei l'chulin. Assume that it's a chulin. Even you find gold coins, silver coins, copper coins, and that seems to be a sign like it's Meiser Sheni, which is coins which have been put together between them on the other. You don't consider, not concerned. You all consider to assume all the money is chulin. If you find in them a pot shard, and in the place where this money is, and because we love a meiser, and it says meiser on it, raise a meiser. I assume it's meiser, meaning meiser sheni. Hamotzi kli, if somebody finds a keli because of korban, and it says on it korban. So if you know, it says ima yasha cheres. If it's a kli cheres, since people don't normally give a kli cheres for Bedek Abayis, because they are they're cheap, the plastic bags of the day. So it's chulin and mashdok korban, but whatever's inside is a korban. Conversely, if it was metal, then who korban umash b'tercha chulin. They say the kli is hekdesh, and that's why it says korban on it, because that you would give to Bedek Abayis, and what's inside it is chulin. They said, ain't there chulin. People don't usually do that, the Rabbanim say. They say you don't put chulin into a kodesh vessel. So therefore, they say that what's inside the keli is also kodesh. Hamotzi kli, if somebody finds a keli of kuf, not korban, kuf, we assume it means korban. Mem, meiser, dalid, mai, tes, tevel, tuf, truma. Shebeshas esakana, when there was danger, and people, were afraid to fulfill mitzvahs explicitly. So the hayukus and tough tachas truma. They write tough instead of truma. Yosef kulon shemos adenheim. He says no, it's all chulin because all these are like initials of names. They're not considered to have anything to do necessarily with truma or korban, etc. Truma could be what's the name which begins with the tough. I'm blanking. Can't even see the name which begins with the tough. There must be. Only one guy in mind is Thomas. Okay, whatever. So, kuf would be common, right? Anyway, but that can come with a bunch of them, I'm sure. Rabbi says, even found a jug full of fruit because of truma, and it says truma on it. Harei l'chulin. I say they're chulin. Sheni, I say shtakarosim. Lay a pears truma. Last year it was full of pears truma. Upina, and then you move them. These are not chulin. Homer libno. Somebody says there's another reason given in the Bavli. But so a button hole, they argue. They say if you had removed the truma, you would have released the simon. But there is another logic given that say it could be that he left the simon kavana, so people would think the fruit is truma in order that they shouldn't take from them. But since he didn't tell them it was truma, so therefore, we don't assume that truma. Somebody says to some Meiser Sheni b'Zav Zu. There's Meiser Sheni in this corner. You found that the food or the money in another corner. So then I say, these you find a chulin. The father said there's a mana of Meiser Sheni money. And he found 200 there. It's a different gear. So the same principle. So we say that the 100, which there's my sheni, and the other 100 is chulin. We don't say that since it's 200, this is not the sum which was there initially. No, initially was added on to. Masai Matzamana, if it was supposed to be 200, you found only 100. Hakol Meiser, you assume everything is Meiser. Okay, so now the Gemara says that which in the Mishnah says that all the money is found is chulin. You found gold and silver, copper together. You shouldn't say, ain't there lasos kain. since people don't normally put together different denominations of currency. So from Kain Tzarech Lamar Chulin, that you have to say it's Chulin, it's not a repository of Ma'aser Sheni redemption money. Tani, we learned in a Brisa, there's a Tosefta Ma'aser Sheni Parakeh, Brisa Aleph. You find a kli in which has been Aleph, Dalet, Ches, Tes, Reish, Mem, Tuf. All of these are Truma. Depends what kind of Truma. Aleph, what says Aleph Kadmaisa, it refers to the first tithe, which is Truma, and therefore it went also to Zarim. Dalet, Demai, it's Truma, but Truma of Demai. Ches Chelbo, Truma is called Chelbo, the fat of the fruit. It says by Midroid Ches Yud Beis, Kol Chelev Yitzor. Tes Tuvo, it's the good part of the fruit. Also, it's a translation says here of the Chelev Haaretz is translated Tuva Da'ara, so it's like the word Chelev. Reish is the first part. Mem is Maaser. So I guess it's not all, I guess when it says Dalet Demai, it doesn't mean Truma of Demai. It means actual Demai. So all these things are not actually all Truma. I guess, so I guess I have to go back and parse it differently. Let's go back and read the Brisa. Tani Aleph Dalet Ches Tes Reish Mem. Period. Even though Tuf is not mentioned, Tuf is Truma. Aleph is Kadmesa. Dalet is Mai. Ches is Chebo. Tes is Tuvo. Reish is Reish. Mem is Mai. So Tuf is Truma. No, parse it right. I'm not sure. But anyway, Tuf is Truma. So it says it twice. Now, here it says, Bishin Sheni Paishon Sheni. It should say, according to Rasul Pnei Moshe and in the Tosefta, according to the Girs of the Gra, it should say Beis, Pei, Shin. All these mean Ma'aser Sheni. Beis, because it's second. Pei, because it requires pinion, because redemption. Shin, because it's called Sheni. Okay? So should say Beis Sheni, Pei Sheni, and Shin Sheni. Okay, Yud Mem, if it says a Yud Mem or Meiser, it's interesting. It's called refers to Meiser Sheni because it's 1/10. Yud is 1/10. Mem is Meiser. Maser Ir Purkan. If it says on the Keli Meiser Ir Purkan, then it means it's was Meiser, but now it could be in any city because it's redeemed. Okay, L'Shem Yossi. If it says in Beges L'Shem Yossi, L'Shem Shimon. So it's for the person Yossi for purpose of Shimon. La'los La'ochlam Yerushalmi. These are all part of what it says. Either Shem Yossi, Shem Shimon. Yossi, but it's like Yossi ben Shimon in the Bavli, right? L'Shem Yossi, Shem Shimon, La'los, Yossi ben Shimon. I guess it's an illusion here. La'los Yerushalmi, even though it says to take them up to Yerushalayim. Chulin. I can assume it's Chulin. Ani omer sibolos asu. I say that it could be something, now I realize it's specifically because it says two names. I'm not sure if that's true, even if it could be one name, but here it says because two names, because I say sibolos asu b'neim. It says explicitly they made an agreement between the two of them to go together. It sounds like it was one name. Actually, they would have to actually regard it as actual Ma'aser Sheni. So a couple of interesting things here from the art school. The art school learns that this is one long case, not like Lev Yerushalayim, that it's Ma'aser Ir Purkan L'Shem Yossi Shem Shimon La'alos La'ochlam Yerushalayim. The Ma'aser was redeemed for the purpose of Yossi and Shimon to eat Yerushalayim, which would not be such a big chiddush. It's much bigger chiddush if you learn it's two separate cases, like Lev Yerushalayim. Ma'aser Ir Purkan is one case, and the another case is the case of L'Shem Yossi Shem Shimon La'alos La'ochlam Yerushalayim. But I don't think you can tell either way. But going back to the previous brisa, where he said Dalit is Dimua. The Mayan caused me all sorts of difficulty before. So the gears of the Gra is Dalit is Dimua. And that makes it much easier because then, in fact, it would be actually telling us that it is Truma. And the Gra, the Shitaso, he takes out the Mem Meiser. So therefore, going back, Bryce would be, Ov would be Taka Truma. Aleph Kan Mesa, Dalit Mai, Ches Chelbo, Tes Tuvo, Reish Reishis, take out the Mem Meiser, Tov Truma. Works out much more glad that way. Okay. Going further, we have it's ahead in the article. Shani Omer Shtakali Samle Peos Truma and Pina. Last year was full of fruit of Truma, and then you remove them. So the Gemara says, I could do the Bnei Moshe Gra both change the order here. Akadun Yushanos. Okay, that makes sense where they're old. Or they're old jugs. So you can assume it's from last year. It said Truma. What are Chadoshes? What about new ones? It says more still. I knew my Esmo some layer Truma Pina. Okay, that was yesterday. Yesterday was full Truma. Then you moved today. Kadol, like found case to Rabbi Yonah, Rabbi Yossi have been shooting Begarve. Rabbi Yonah and Rabbi Yossi were shooting in a containers of wine, evidently. A kadamach Rabbi Yonah when Rabbi Yonah died. Amrai Mana Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Mana said Rabbi Yossi Kogov the Chsibe Rabbi Yonah. Any jug which says Rabbi Yonah, DD. Rabbi Mana said to. So Rabbi said to Rabbi Yossi, and he says Rabbi Yonah, which is as far as name belongs to me. So Rabbi Yossi said, no. We said to him, last year it was belonged to your father, or those from last year, or from your father. Ishtada DD, but this year they're mine. In other words, because we switched containers. So therefore, any container which is a new container, we assume that it was it is belonged to. At least there's no raya belongs to Rabbi Yonah. It's a longish article here. What about new and old? Because it doesn't addressed here. Okay, anyway, but be as it may. So the Matzah Megufaso, if you found it in the inside the let's bring this down from the Brisa here. The Tosefta and Ma'aser Sheni Perek Beis Mishnah Brisa says that Rabbi Yossi can see what's written on the cover of Ma'aser. So then everything is in his Ma'aser. Because you can't say he wrote it last year, because since you break open the cover normally, you take out the fruit or the wine. So if he had taken out the fruit of the Ma'aser from last year, then there would be that seal would have broken. There would have been a new seal. So the it says here, Matzah Gefuso Harei Kosla Ma'aser Harei Ma'aser. Okay, but the one now asks, what about Nischalfulo? If you have most Ma'aser Sheni, there should be header here. There's no header in the article. No, why not? If most Ma'aser Sheni got mixed up with most Chulin, such as there was most Ma'aser Sheni there, and now you found other coins there. The Schalfu low, what's the status? Tamatina, we learned Zimin Shchem Mitzolavonim. If you this is a Mishnah and Beitza, if you designate from before Yontif, black pigeons, so there shouldn't be muktzah, and you're allowed to use the next day. You found white pigeons, or vice versa. Lavanim Mitzvah Shchorim, you designate white ones, you found black ones. Shnayim Mitzvah Shloisha, if you designate two, and you found three, you don't recognize that two of the three are the ones yesterday. But that's true. They're all awesome, because assuming it's not the same ones yesterday. Shlosha Mitzvah Shnayim Mutarim. If you designate three, and now you found two, we assume these two are from the three, and they're from the Mutarim. Rabbi Yaakov Bracha B'Shem Rabbi Yasad Rebbehi. So he would say that it says that three. If you found three, if you designate three and found two, that's like Rebbe. What's Rebbe? The Rebbe's case is a case in the Mishnah, which is also in the Mishnah in the Pesachim Daf Yud, Beitza Daf Yud, so Yerushalmi Beitza, and like this to the left here. Somebody says to his son, they're over there two money of Meiser Sheni. You found one money. I say that the Rebbe says that the one which remains is Meiser Sheni, and Klaiman arguing is to hold that all the money of Meiser was taken away, and the money which is found there is Chulin. So the Mishnah, which says that you found if you there were three and now you found two, the mutter is because we assume that the one flew away was from those three, and the original two are like Rebbe. So that's whatever remains is a poor fraction or whatever there originally. Again, Rebbe said Rebbe the time was time what's a mana. I told the father said the 200 there and he found 100 there. I'm gonna need out 100 is missing. Divrei Rebbe Chormin Chulin. And say it's Chulin. So Chazim Amar Divrei Koli. Then he changed my say no. It's going everybody agrees. Shani because only should definitely frach by birds they fly away. So therefore it's natural to assume that of the three, the two remain are from the original three. But by money doesn't fly away. So if we're supposed to see 200, you only found 100. I don't see 100 flew away, and the 100's left is from the original. Somebody must have switched it. So therefore, even Rabbanan can agree by birds, even though they disagree by money. By the time Chalafta and show whoever goes on, whoever baits him, he said it's the same. So have the Rebbe, so that must have gone like Rebbe. Okay, so like Rebbe, our Mishnah Rebbe is not brought down. Our Mishnah is a Stam Mishnah, but the Rebbe is brought down that other parallel Mishnah. So that is going. If you hold that the birds and the money is the same, so it has to be going like Rebbe. Okay, I think that's it for today. I don't see 2 dots anything coming up. We're halfway down Mem Dalet, so we'll stop here for today.